7:15 a.m. Tuesday, August 4th, and I just spent my first night in the van. Jeez. Let me get some breakfast and try to explain how I got here. This fridge is not on, but it does hold food. It's just not cold. Got breakfast, an apple and a banana and a frappuccino from a gas station 70 miles from here. So yesterday, I left Asheville, North Carolina around 4 p.m., I think. That wasn't the plan. I wanted to leave by noon, but I was still editing my last vlog up until like 2 p.m. So nothing you can do there. I've been staying in Asheville for a few days at my brother's and his girlfriend's. They just moved there.
Have fun, brother. We'll see you probably before you know it.
Yeah. He'll be back.
I feel like...
Come on, Millie.
We'll see you lunch this year. Millie. Come on, baby. Yeah. Alright, let us know.
Be careful.
Alright, bye.
See ya.
When I finally got on the road, it was like, it's almost like there were two journeys. The first was the first 10 minutes of driving to a Wendy's. That was a big hurdle to get to Wendy's. Seemed like a lot of hostility on the road. I was getting honked at. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was doing anything wrong. Just got honked at. Didn't feel good.
But that's alright. That guy must assume that this is easy to drive and that I'm not intimidated or nervous or scared. And I get that. I see where he's coming from. But it is also raining and everybody is stopped, so maybe don't honk at me. Right? Fucking asshole.
One of my pet peeves is when you're driving and there's nowhere to go in front of you because there's people that they're stopped, or there's a stoplight, or there's a stop sign, but there's nowhere to accelerate into, and yet people are like frustrated at you for going slow, and it's like, hey buddy, where are you going? We're all stopping in 30 feet. You don't need to get there first to stop. Getting worked up. Anyway, so I finally get to Wendy's and I need some ketchup. They do not have ketchup. And they didn't have ketchup, which is fine. Wendy's was a success. They didn't have ketchup, and that's fine. I'm over it. I've got pretty much 4 hours left of this drive, and I'm just gonna go. Should get there around 9 p.m. Probably stop for food again, maybe before. I'm already hungry again. Don't have any music, don't have podcasts or anything, just gonna drive, I guess, because I don't want to try to figure out if the radio works, and I honestly don't want to be distracted, because this is my first long haul in this beauty, and I'll be honest, I need as much attention as I can have. So I'll see you in I don't even know where we're I don't know, see you in 235 miles. One banana down. I don't have a designated trash yet. I'm gonna pop the frappuccino. Ooh. This is a ticking time bomb. As I woke up, I already had the farts, and that can only lead to the shits. And I know that there's several porta potties outside. I have my trusty bag of toilet paper. So we'll see when this hits. Oh no. Anyway, So after Wendy's I just drove. It was a 4-hour trip and I finished the last 3 hours and 50 minutes of it. And it actually turned out to be, I think, about a 6-hour trip. With the speed that I was going, I feel comfortable going 70. And that's like pushing it. A lot of the speed limits were like 70 or 75, so I was just losing time, unfortunately. Oh boy. But that's the thing about this van, and you know what? I'm actually, I don't know if excited is the word to use, but I'm alright with having to drive slow and having to learn to just be patient on the road, because I've got nothing but time. So I get back on the road, and then it starts raining really bad. It was very dark, and my headlights on here, it has 2 settings. Well, I guess it has 3. It has off, and then it has little night light, if you had a little night light in your bathroom, probably a little dimmer than that. And then it has brights, which are less bright than a typical car's normal lights. So I had the brights on all night. Could only see 20, 30 feet in front of me, maybe. And like not well, but I could technically see it. I knew it was bad at one point. One, because I was driving like my mom, you know, like I got up over the steering wheel and I was like, all right, let's lock in here. And I don't do that. I like a nice casual drive. So to be up here, in my mind, I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, okay. And not only that, but the truck that I was following put on its flashers while driving normally. There was no... The only thing that he was saying, he was like basically saying like, hey guys, this is bad. This is bad, in case you didn't know. And I was like, hey buddy, at least you're saying it. I stopped at McDonald's. Yeah, I stopped at McDonald's. And then I ate my first meal right here in this van. My first meal was McDonald's home-style chicken sandwich. Not great. Had to pretty much put it back together when I took it out of the bag. And then a Big Mac. And turns out I don't like Big Macs. But I ate that. In here, in the dark, in a McDonald's parking lot. And that's probably for the best. You know, I was looking at the screen and I could see that it was dark on camera. And you know, for a second I thought, I should try to light this. I should try to make this look better. But then you might see the shame and the guilt. So I didn't. And then after McDonald's, just kept on going, buddy. So the thing about this van is, well, there's a lot of things, but one of the big ones is that the fuel gauge, I don't know if that's even what it's called, but I know that the fuel gauge is a thing. It's probably not that. The thing that tells you how much gas is in the car before it's empty, that doesn't work. It stays right in the middle. Doesn't budge. So you have to do a little math. There's a marker and it sticks up right there. And my boy Dylan, someone in his van, he told me you're gonna want to just keep track of your miles. When you fill up, check where the odometer's at, write it down, and then you'll have about 300 miles before you need to refill. Great. Fine. I wasn't close to empty, but I would just rather have more gas in my van than not. I hit a gas station and I filled up, and then I bought breakfast. I met a really nice guy outside of the gas station. Though I didn't catch his name. He didn't catch mine. But he said, "Is that your camper van?" I was like, "Yeah, it is." I was like, "That's badass." I was like, "Yes, dude. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. It is badass." And he had just gotten into an accident, like I assume a vehicular accident. So he was really banged up. He had a neck brace and like stitches. Really nice dude. I told him that I was going across the country to play golf, and he loved the idea. So anyway, I just kept on going, finished out the last hour, which became like 2 hours. This is not good. There's a lot of flavors and tastes, and none of them are apple. After my drive to Wendy's, I had made the decision that I don't want to be distracted because I've already got enough distractions driving this thing, that I'd like to just be able to focus on the road. But after about an hour or two, I got the hang of it. She drives nice. Slow to accelerate, slow to brake. Well, eventually I was getting some shots, and that's why I do have some B-roll. I also plugged in my phone and listened to a couple podcasts because it was getting dark and it was getting late, and I needed to try to keep going. So I listened to This American Life about amusement parks. It was good. And then that ended. I pull off the highway. There was still 30 minutes left of the drive. It was dark, obviously, but the landscape was incredible. The town here is so beautiful. I could just tell. I could see all the undulation. There was rolling hills and like farms and mountains and big rivers. It was really cool. I was kind of taking my time on the drive. I had my window rolled down. I was just kind of looking like, wow, this is the spot I want to be. This is amazing. And then the town kind of was behind me, and I got to the outskirts, and then there was just like a 5-minute slow drive under the tree-covered road. So it was a little scary, a little sketchy just coming in because it was 11 p.m. So it's not like I could really scope it out or anything. I just had to get here and hope for the best. And so I finally do, and how it's set up, there's one road just going around this little camp area. And so I took one loop around, didn't see anybody, and then took another half loop and just picked a spot, pulled over, and brushed my teeth, pulled out this bed, and made a pillow out of some sweatpants. I thought like an idiot, I thought that my biggest problem was gonna be, am I gonna overheat in the van at night? So I have a fan right here, and I actually can use that because that's connected to a house battery. And I got the windows cracked, and turns out it was pretty cold, and I don't have any blankets, so I got up several times to get more clothes, eventually put on pants, put my shirt back on, took out this, and I put my feet in it. Just put my feet right in, and that kept my feet warm. And then took this knockoff USA jacket and used that as a little blankie. I didn't get a great night's sleep, and a lot of it was because I was cold. I didn't have a proper pillow, and which for me is actually like having like -3 pillows, because I really like pillows. I need a good one for my head. I need one in between my knees because I got bony ass knees and it hurts. It hurts. And I wake up and my knees hurt. So I need something in between there. Look it up, try it. People recommend it, doctors. And then I also like hugging one, because I sleep on my side, and so if I don't have anything to hold on to, then my shoulder, they wake up like this. I'm like, oh my god, my shoulders are fucked. So I didn't have any of that. But I will, but I didn't. All in all though, I would say first night in the van, huge success. When I got here last night, and it was just me, and it was just the nature, like the bugs and the birds. It was dark, no light pollution out here. It was great. It was so peaceful, and I felt safe. It was a sketchy 5-minute drive before I felt safe, but once I got here and just, all right, this is my spot. It was nice. Which is good because I'm going to be doing this a lot. And if I didn't like it this time, well, that would have been bad. But no, it was a success. I gotta go take a piss.